Charli xcx, camera, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. We're talking about Charli xcx. And actually, I'm pretty sure this Friday, the new album is coming out. So we'll be talking about that album. We're going to do a whole marathon. It's going to be a whole thing. We do got some other stuff that I'm anticipating to talk about. So, we're not going to get straight to it. But literally, this is kind of getting straight to it right now with this song right now. Honestly, I woke up. I really woke up and I didn't even know Charli xcx was dropping a new song. I didn't see it on Twitter. I'll be honest with y'all. I didn't really see it until I woke up the next morning. I got up and I was like, I thought I was seeing shit. Because usually I wake up in the morning and I see some shit that I usually, then I wake up, I focus, my brain focuses, and then I'm like, okay. That didn't happen. I wake up and then I scrolling on YouTube. I just clicked on YouTube. I'm not even lying to you. I accidentally clicked on YouTube and then I saw the new song. And I was like, Charli xcx, camera. This is something that I haven't checked out before. I haven't reviewed. And I was like, oh shit, this is a new fucking song. Now I'm a little worried for this album. I've already expressed my worries for this album. I'm not going to lie to you. A couple of the singles haven't been really hitting for me. The music video has been pretty good. The music video has been actually, they've been hidden. I'm not going to lie to you. But anything else, I haven't really been, I haven't really cared for that much. But we'll see this Friday. We'll see this Friday night. I am going to stay up all night checking out this album. So maybe my expectations are going to be, not really expectations. Maybe my worries are going to be taken care of here. Maybe there's not going to be, anything too egregiously bad. I remember Wuthering Heights was such a, that wasn't a good time. That really wasn't a good time. A couple of these singles have been good. I don't know. I have no idea until the album actually drops. So let's just get into it. Let's talk about it. Starting off with the beat. Now, this beat has a little bit more to it. This is the instrumental that I kind of enjoy. This is not the simple acoustic guitar instrumental that the last single had, which I didn't really mess with. Just because, guys, the same acoustic guitar loop just being looped around over and over and over again. There's no build-up. There's no drop. There's nothing to really keep me going. And then when it's filled with a bunch of talking, then I'm just like, man, it's just not really a good time to listen to, in my opinion. So I absolutely do not like the simple acoustic guitar instrumental. Add a little something to it, add some drums, add something. So I'm glad that this has more of a beat to it. I do like the drums. I like the kind of distorted electric bass that plays throughout this whole entire song. So I do like that. This is it's still kind of simple. It's not nothing groundbreaking. It's not nothing too crazy. It is a little too simple. But I will say, it gets the job done. This is a little bit better than that last song I checked out. And when you do have the simple singing vocals, having an instrumental that, has some nice bass, has a little bit of some build-up, has some good guitars going crazy on it, it's a good thing. So I really overall enjoy what I'm hearing for sure. I'd say overall, too, the guitar sounds pretty good. The distorted bass actually does kind of go crazy. So no complaints there. This is actually one of the better instrumentals off this album so far that I've definitely heard. This is what I want more of, I will say. So overall, I enjoy the instrumental. Beginning verse wasn't bad at all. I like the vocals. I like Charli xcx's singing. The singing is actually really good on here. I was wondering if I was going to enjoy, because the last single, it was a bunch of talking. And y'all know how I feel about when it's just a bunch of talking. There's not much, going on vocally. It's just a bunch of talking. And I guess sometimes people like that. I guess for me, I don't really like it. Even when it's my favorite artist, I'm like, hurry it the fuck up. Quit all the talking. Let's get back to the music. I came here for the music. That's how I kind of feel. So I really do enjoy the singing on here. It sounds pretty good. I like how there's no moments where the song just stops. The song just kind of goes on, it keeps going, which I do enjoy. And then, once we get into, later on the hook, let's just talk about the hook. The hook overall is actually pretty fucking good. It's simple. It's nothing crazy. It is just kind of repeating the same phrase over and over and over again, but it is repeating it in a melodically kind of sense. So, if it's done right, if it's repeated well, it can get stuck in your head. It can add some, value there when you're listening to the song. So I overall enjoy what I'm hearing when I'm listening to the song because, vocally it's sounding pretty good. And then, you have a simple, addicting hook that can easily get stuck in your head. So the beginning verse, I do enjoy. I like the vocals. The hook, it's simple. It gets the job done. It's nothing crazy. I would like a little bit more on the hook. But that's just me asking for more, as always, because, I want, some vocal switch-ups, maybe some vocal runways, maybe just something to really keep you enticed throughout the whole entire hook. So that'd be my only thing about it. I just wish the hook was a little bit better, but, again, it gets the job done. Second verse, I didn't really like that much. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It is just kind of okay, in my opinion. Like, the second verse is just more of the same as the first one. It's just kind of a copy-paste thing. Like, it's the same flow, the same vocal delivery. Like, there's just really nothing, like, keeping these things separated. Like, the first verse, the second verse, they're just exactly the same. So that's my only big complaint about this song, is that the second verse is not really hitting, in my opinion. Like, the first one is hitting, like, the hook is hitting, like, I'm enjoying those parts. But then second verse, we don't really get much of any of switch-ups, no flow switches, no nothing to really keep you in the song. It's just kind of like, I wish there was just a little bit more. So, overall, we talked about Charli xcx Camera. This is one of the better instrumentals that I definitely enjoy. I like the beat. I like how it's sounding. I like the distorted bass. Everything about this instrumental is actually pretty good. Beginning verse was pretty good. Hook was pretty good. Second verse, I'm not really messing with that much. So overall, I will easily give this song, it's one of the better songs that we've checked out, single-wise. So I will easily give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. What'd y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn notifications, guys, because we got a big week. Hey, big week again. Apparently, Cat's Eyes dropping on Friday night. Holy shit. The originators of the slop. That will be a cinema to talk about, as always. And then we also got this Charli xcx album dropping. Literally, I'm pretty sure it's this Friday night. So we got a big week. A lot of music to be talking about for the coming, 4th of the weekend in the week. So get ready, guys, and I'll say you have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.